Hi, I'm the Model Trade Master. Today we'll be reviewing these 40-foot intermodal well cars. So let's get rolling. I'm not going to talk too much about the history of this car. But I'm going to talk about a brief history of the intermodal system. Whether it was box cars on a train, wooden crates on a ship, or fixed trailers on a semi-truck, this was slower to transfer, unpack all the cargo, and pack it back. So, it was not very, efficient, but an intermodal system was devised so you could just take off a container, put it back, and put it on. So here's what we done. Trains are the optimal long-distance transport. So you first get on a train, put it back, and then you get on a truck, put it on the ship would transport it, another truck to the nearest railroad, put it on a train, and it's delivered. Now, may have heard I said trains are the optimal thing, because they are much more efficient for cost and the environment. For example, 2 diesel engines for about 200 containers versus 2 diesel engines equates to about 2 containers. So you have about 100 times the containers, and I said 200 because they're double stacked. So basically, ships would beat trains in this competition. How much container for ratio to engine, but a ship can't go on land. Remember that. Let's say you're going to even like Ohio or something. You can't bring your ship. You'd have to do extensive canal work, which would be very expensive and kind of damage the wildlife and natural landscape. The trains are something artificial, but they are much better because you only have a couple yards of landscape. We don't have to cut down so much more trees for roads, super highways, and stuff like that. So that's why trains are probably the thing of the future. Okay, so this car was released very recently. I got it from Nicholas Smith Trains and Toys. That is a great train store. I highly recommend them. And also, they have a toy store. So if you're buying trains but also toys for someone like a kid or a grandkid, this is a great place to go. Great customer service. Great place to shop for trains. Okay, this car has lots of details, so let's get a closer look. Here is the BN truck and a coupler. You can see Atlas has brake hoses on their cars. They don't attach, but they are on there. Here is some see-through photo edged. I think they're photo edged, but I'm not sure. But what I think of photo edge, I think of these. I'm not 100% sure, but they seem photo edged to me. Also a trailer hitch and some more air brake detail. There's also a brake wheel. You can see a ladder has broken off, and that's when I unbox these Masterline cars. Especially, not really the Steam Era Classic, but these in general, these Masterline moderns, they can break and like sling brakes off. I also got another photo edge part, another see-through part. I'm not sure if they're photo edge, but they seem that way. See pinholes, which we'll talk more about later. Well, bottom and very similar here, but just no brake wheel. This is the A end of the car, and the A end is no brake wheel. B end's a brake wheel. We'll be scrolling down. These cars do have rotating bearing caps. Not sure how well it's on video, but they do spin. You can see some legible signage. I always like the build dates. They make them look really cool. Now it says, like, for example, plate H or plate F. I do not know what that means, but pretty cool detail. Load limit. DTTX apparently is the old logo. 40 feet. Now, here's the top of the car. Now, sometimes these details do break off. I'm not so happy about it. It's a very minor issue. I've had some Atlas cars, which have had not working whatsoever. So, let's talk about the containers now. Here is one of the cars. It's labeled the Z Factor, and I picked this one and the other one because they're close to where I live. However, you can see there's legible signage on the car. ZIM. On the other side. Door latches are my favorite. They do not open, but they look very much like they would. here are the pins, and I use hot glue for the reason that it's much less risk than super glue, and you can always correct your mistakes and something like that. Here is an Ocean Network Express, another one I see a lot, but here the top is refrigerated, so this is really cool. You can see the dorms, there's a lot of signage, and you can see back, this is a really cool part, because there's a compressor and a fan, and like the refrigeration pieces for the car. Now, one more thing is that you could buy these, mix them and match them however you want. You can even get 2 20-foot containers, but I felt these were fitting more in my area. Now, no, I'm not going to weather this. I think we're going to leave it the way it is. No graffiti, no weathering. So here's how it looks. Okay, so that's the end of this video. I'm Model Train Master, and I'll see you next time.